Hello everyone, Jolly here. We're going to be going over my Dominion loadout. So first off, I choose the DMR for Dominion. The only map that I would probably take any other weapon would be on Ragnarok. I would probably take, sometimes I take the light rifle. But for the most part, the DMR is your best choice in Dominion just because the levels are pretty big. But for my secondary, I use the plasma pistol just because there are vehicles you have to deal with, and it's also pretty helpful for people coming around corners and that sort of thing. I also use the plasma grenades because it's easy to stick vehicles, and you have to deal with vehicles quite a bit in this game type. Oh, and also for the plasma pistol, I forgot to mention this. I just noticed because the guy's running around with his OS. Whenever the last guy, when the last group is left, when you take all the bases, they all get overshields. But if you have the plasma pistol, you can overcharge the overshield and make them one shot for your DMR or whatever other rifle you're using. You definitely don't want to be using like an assault rifle or a storm rifle in Dominion, just because the levels are so big, you're going to get picked off before you can get close enough to even use it. For the perks, I was using dexterity and mobility. Mobility is the perk that allows for an infinite sprint, so that's really handy in these big levels. And dexterity allows you to swap weapons quicker and reload much quicker, because you're shooting at really long ranges, so you're going to be reloading quite a bit. So it's really handy to have dexterity, and the fast weapon swap helps a lot too. So if you plasma pistol a vehicle or something like that, you can easily switch to your DMR and start shooting someone, or it also helps to have the infinite sprint if you're sprinting towards a down vehicle so you can hijack it. But of course, if you come across any sniper rifle or anything like that, you're going to want to drop your plasma pistol because clearly there's better weapons. The weapons drop all the time in Dominion, so you probably won't even have a plasma pistol that often. As you can see on the map right now, there's incineration cannons and snipers and all kinds of crazy stuff. But for my armor ability, I like to use the auto sentry turret because you can use it in this wide open area, and I think it takes like a fifth of people's shields off, and it has really good range. And if you get a group of people using this auto sentry turret, it can actually kill someone. So you want to put it in areas like I was just standing up there. I was holding down a spot watching their base, like that. You don't really want to put it inside of a base, just because it's not really going to do anything. It's not going to stop someone from taking a base. It may hit them once or twice, but they're going to see it, and it takes, I think, 2 DMR shots to destroy it. So you don't want to waste it like that. Just bring it with you, and you can like camp a spot for like a minute before it disappears. You can see it right there. The ticker is going down really, really slow. It may not be a minute, it's maybe like 30 seconds, but still, it's a pretty good time, and it oscillates. It doesn't just look at one area. So it can be extremely helpful in these big team games. The alternative to this, I would say, is you might want to try the regeneration armor ability. That's really helpful, especially when you have teammates around you. So they get shot, they can back up into that and get their shield back real quick to help you. But I just like the auto sentry turret. Of course, the vehicles, you always want to get those too, because those are going to be more helpful than anything else you can use. Especially the Ghost. The Ghost is so good in this. And like the The Warthog's alright. It's not a super overpowered or anything, but the Ghost is just so strong for a one-man vehicle. He can splatter people, he can get away real quick. So try to pick those up. On this, the level we're playing right here is Vortex. This is one of, I think, 4 different levels in Dominion. You can also use the plasma pistol to disable turrets. So that's something to keep in the back of your head. I mean, the turrets really aren't very strong, but from a distance, I guess if you want to help out a teammate, you could do that. It's probably just faster to shoot your DMR at it, but it is an option. And remember, don't run around with your plasma pistol charged, because that burns through the amount of charge left in the plasma pistol much quicker. And you only get about 2 or 3 shots out of the plasma pistol before the charge is gone. And using this auto sentry turret, you probably don't want to be taking the bases as much. You want to be more of a support role. So you're kind of staying back and helping them that way. But anyways, that's the Dominion loadout. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think about the loadout, or if you have something better, let me know.